Okay, good morning, guys. Good morning, GM. Sorry to our crypto traders who say they'll say GM, but yeah, say good morning. I'm sure you guys had a wonderful week, and today is Monday, back to trading week, time to trade. So yeah, this is my first time doing a live trading section on London section with you guys, and I'm sure you guys should get a lot of valuable lessons from this. Now, as we can see, I'm trading XAUSD, which is known for gold, right? And I'm already on a sell setup, which you can see here. And this sell setup, I'm targeting 1:3. So I'm risking 50 pips to get 150 pips right here. And as we can see that let's go over to the one week first so you get to see what I'm saying clearly. So from the one day, what can we see? We can see that on Friday, price did this indecisive candlestick. Now, I'm not a candlestick pattern reader. I'm not much of a candlestick pattern reader, but based off my beginning stage, I had to learn everything because in one way or the other, they all be useful for me. So this right here is an indecisive candlestick that played out on Friday. And if you should look back towards on gold, like if you are looking back, way back on gold, you can see sometimes when we see some of that indecisive pattern from a from already created highs, like it created highs showing that indecisive pattern, and the next thing we can see is some massive sales. Well, that's not what we're here to look for today. So right over here at this stop, you can see it on the one day that the market created an indecisive pattern. And also, we cannot judge by that alone. So we are going over to the 4 hours to see a more clearer zone. Now, what can we see on the 4 hours? We can see a chart pattern being formed on the 4 hours. So we can see this already. You can see something like this being formed. This is what is being formed like this. Then we can see price is going up this way now. If I take this, if I take this here to this like this and I'm expanding it, you can see it. This is the one that's okay, yeah, this is it. So this one that is going up, this one from up like this came up here, came down, came up here, came down. This is a chart pattern, right? Now, what can we see here? We can see that this is an M pattern. Now, this is an M pattern, right, that got formed. This up here, this down, this up here. Don't forget, I'm a basic price action trader, so everything I trade off is plain basic. Now, we've seen this pull down back here, breaking this 4 hours neckline. I did not write it here. So this 4 hours neckline that we can see here has been quite broken already by this first zone, going up to form the second M and has broken it. Now we can see price going up. Now this price going up is telling me two things. Either price wants to go and what? Retest on this zone or on this zone. But if price is going to retest on this zone, we just need a weak retesting them dropping down. If not, we'll end up being stopped out. That's why I'm not panicking that the market is in loss currently now. So since you can see this already formed on the 4 hours, then we'll go over to the 1 hour. Then what are we looking at in the 1 hour? Let's look at the charts. What is the chart? What is the market giving us? Now looking at the 1 hour, we can see looking at the 1 hour, we can see that the market has formed a head and shoulder pattern right here. And this right here, this box you can see here, this is my golden Fibonacci level that I am just spotting out for reference sake in case, because this is my next zone here, this 4 hour zone, but there's a Fibonacci level. I'm sure most of you here know how to use Fibonacci retracement. So I'm respecting this Fibonacci level instead of respecting this zone because this zone is long, but this Fibonacci level here is just directly at 150 pips, which I want to respect, right? That's why I'm targeting 150 pips here. But I have this marked out for my TP1, which is the 100 pips. So from here to here is 100 pips. From here down here, additional 50 pips, which is making it 150 pips. So right here, we can see what? The first shoulder, the head, the second shoulder. Now, breaking this first neckline and this 1 hour neckline too. You can see price has broken it. But now what can we see? We can see price is doing what? Price came up here. Price came up with a what? A full candlestick close out here. Now we can see this candlestick showing. Now, this candlestick that we can see here, this is a what? Also an indecisive candlestick that we don't know what price can do. Now, if you look at this that happened here, you can see price came up here, came to retest on this 4-hour zone. It started pushing back down. Now, if I have been awake since 3 a.m., I would have picked the sales from this 4-hour zone area side here, and I'll be taking it down all the way down to here. So I would have been targeting close to 230 pips on gold. You can see it's 230.73. That's what I'm targeting on gold. But since that's not what I'm not trading during the Asian time, I'm trading during the London section, and I plan to do a live trading section with you guys on how I trade gold, and also second pair I trade, which is GPJPY. That's why you guys can see this here, right? So now currently we're going over to the 15 minutes, so we'll see how I place the entry now. On the 15 minutes, why I entered off this zone was because price came to touch these 4 hours. Now, I was not targeting these 4 hours here. I wanted price to flow. I wanted this candlestick that touched these 4 hours to close. Then I'll be entering immediately off the next candlestick. So majorly, this my particular entry was entered off like this. But anyhow, I'm just showing you how I entered. So I waited for this candle. See, this candlestick came to retest these 4 hours. I waited for it to close. Then I entered immediately on the next candlestick. That's why we are up like this, right? This is what we can see right here. So now I'm currently in 22 pips in loss. So if you are reaching 0.1, if you are using 0.1 lot size, you'll be up minus $22. If you are using 0.2, you'll be up minus 48 or so dollars. If you are using 0.01, you'll be up minus, you'll be down, sorry, you'll be down minus $2.2 loss. If you are using 0.05, you should be down like minus 10, yeah, minus $10 loss. But currently now we can see another candlestick forming red pattern. So right here we have, we're just down 20 pips. And I'm holding this trade. I'm not going to be closing. Now, if I hit stop loss, I already have my alerts. My alert is already being set here. You can see it's SL hits my alert. So even if price goes up, touch here, I've received the signal SL hits. And even if price starts dropping down from here, I want to be very active since my alert is already here to trigger me that, oh, SL has hit. Meanwhile, it hasn't hit my main SL. Then right here on the TP1, you can see it's TP1. And right at the second place, TP2. So this is, well, I see price is going up. Whatever price I want to do, if we hit SL on this trade, risk management is going to save us. It's normal to lose. There's no need to panic. It's normal to lose. There's no emotions being showed. We continue. So after looking at gold, let's come over to GPJPY to look at what GPJPY is doing. Now, we would have made this live section a little bit longer. So I think if you want to be doing that, we'll start doing that on YouTube because I have limited amount of time to do this on my Zoom. So, okay, so let's look at gold. We have some zones that have been broken out. This zone is deleted. Now, can we see on GJ? You can see price continue pushing up. And this is the next zone. So you expect maybe price come up to this zone and start selling off here, right? You expect price to come up to this zone and start selling off here. Whatever price you want to do, I'm not trading GJ for today. I'm trading only gold for today. Since I saw set up first on gold. Okay, so this is what we have on XAU USD. So we just have 13 more pips and we are stopped out already. Now let us wait and watch and see what happens. Then, by the way, if you have any question you want to ask me, let me check. If you have any question you want to ask me, any question you want to ask me, you can ask me. If you have any question. While we watch the markets just do its thing, if you have any question, you can ask me. So you guys are permitted to mute. You guys are permitted to mute your mic if you have any question.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ali. I can hear you.
Yeah. So regarding the videos I watched here on chart patterns here,
Okay.
so the M pattern and that is double top and double bottom
Yes.
and head and shoulder.
Yes.
Now my question now is the M pattern, does like the two spots have to be equal?
No, it doesn't have to be equal. You understand? It doesn't have to be equal. It doesn't matter it's being equal. I'm coming. Let me draw out something for you so you try and understand what I'm saying. Doesn't have to be. Okay. Now, for what you're asking me if it has to be equal, right? So see this now. We have this. For the M pattern, which is also the double top, we have this. We have this right here now. Or we have this that happens. Now, looking at this now, what letter is it showing you? It's showing you letter M, even if it's equal or not equal. You get now this can come up quite a bit here, and it can form this. And this can come up quite down a bit like this, and it can form this. As far as you see, where I pick out this M pattern, that's why I think where you're having these issues now is because I've not started talking about zones for you, and I have not also implement how we combine everything together. Now let me show you how we combine everything together. Now, right here is a zone, right? Let's say here is a zone, and we saw that price came up to do what? Price came up to what? Tap this zone. Price came up to tap this zone on the 4 hours time frame. Then we'll go to the lower time frame, which is 15 minutes. Then we are expecting to see an M pattern for our entry, which is a double top. Now we see price comes up as it has tapped this zone. It comes down, it goes up again. As it has gone up, eh, this right here is my neckline. This right here is my neckline. So now, as this right here is my neckline, I don't care if the market comes to do something like this. It's still an M pattern for me. It's not a straight M, or price comes up to do something like this. You understand? If price comes up to do something like this and it starts dropping down, I'll be waiting here. I'm waiting to see how this place is going to be observed. Do you understand? Even if price comes up to do this, as far
Yeah.
as this is a zone and it starts selling down, this is where my entry will be for. Now let me show you.
Okay.
Okay, I think we've hit our SL already, and in the next 4 seconds, we are going to be hitting SL. That's nice. We ended up hitting SL on a Monday morning. That's good. It's not good actually, but there's nothing bad there. It's part of the game. My goats funded has stopped me out, and also Marvel 2 has stopped me out. Nice. So we are done for the day. Now, the reason why this hasn't hit SL, but my other trade has hit SL is because of the spread, right? So I'll just take this down
Yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah.
When, okay. So yes, I'm done for the day. I've hit SL. Back to what I was saying. Now, your question you asked me concerning this M pattern, right? So this is what I'm expecting from a
Yeah.
zone. I want to see the M pattern forming. Like I said, we use this chart pattern in two ways. In we can use this chart pattern either in checking out the buyers of the market, or we can use it in what? We can use it in entry level. Me, I
For
use it
entries.
for entry level, yes. And I also use it for checking the buyers of other charts, not for gold. I just use basic zones to check out for gold. Then I use chart pattern for GPY, Euro USD, and all that and all that. And let me show you quite an example on my let me show you quite an example on my chart here. So let's look for a spot where we can see a double top, right? First second. Okay. Now let's look at this area now. You can see there was a zone right here. This all these lines you can see, All these guys you can see, they are called psychology levels. They're called psychology levels.
They're
Now we can
called.
see psychology levels. We'll still get over to them. There are also zones. There are psychological zones that we expect markets to come and retest. So they are either calculated in 50 pips or 100 pips different from each other on a whole number. I will explain that later. So now we can see this came to react on this 3,005. Then you see this first push down. You can see the M. You can see it now. The M is not a,
Yeah.
it's not showing a very, very strong M, but this is what we can see. Now we have two necklines for this M that just formed now. Don't forget, it came to react on its own. So I'm waiting to see an M pattern, which is a double top. Now what can we see? These are our first neckline and our second neckline right over here. So let me remove this now. So since that we can see that's our M and this is our first and second neckline, what was I expecting the market to do? Now, what I was expecting was that any candlestick that breaks the neckline with a body, it should close the neckline. It should break past the neckline and close on the body. Now, what can we see here? This candlestick broke the neckline and it closed on the body. Immediately, the next candlestick that's opening is my short position. So right here is my short position. And as usual, I always risk what? 50 pips to get, so we are getting 1,100 pips. Now you can see it, TP hit here already. Now if I was saying now to reach close to like 150, okay, this is didn't reach 150. This is not reach 150. So let's say 1:2, we're targeting 1:2 for this trade. You can see it, right? TP hit already. We just, after the first candlestick going up, second candlestick coming down, only one candlestick. So this, we ended up hitting TP in just 30 minutes. Of this 2:15 to 2:30. You can see the entry, right? From this first neckline, if I was to enter off from the second neckline too, I would have entered off here. And let's say if I was entering off here, down here, I see ended up hitting, okay, I didn't hit TP, but it stopped at 95 pips before it started going back on. You can see it, right? So this is just showing you how I use the M pattern, or if it's W pattern the other way around, how I use it entry. So yes, we've hit SL on this particular trade. I don't know why, but there is no problem. I'll take screenshots, I'll post it on my community that we've hit SL currently now. So I'm done for the day. I'm not looking for any more setup to trade or anything. You understand? So tomorrow, which is Tuesday, we go again. I will trade the market. Okay, so do you have any questions so far? It's a wonderful question. Actually, it's not really bad starting your day with an essay. Some people think it's bad, but it's not really bad. I'm not really bothered about it. It's a normal thing for me. Can hit SL on Monday and Tuesdays, Wednesday, Thursday can give me TP back to back to back. So it's a normal thing. I don't just have to panic. Okay, so do we have any question you want to ask me generally? Do you have any question you want to ask me? Hamzat, do you have any question you want to ask me? So I'm sure. Okay, you don't have any question you're asking. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so we should be done with the basics. We did SL, and we've seen how these are basically changed. I just come up. Most times I can just wake up, let's say by 7, because I don't want to rush. I can wake up by 7, and then whenever I just see my market, whenever I see my price, because I always plot out my zones the night before my trading day. So if I'm just coming, I'm coming to see my, sorry, if I'm coming to see what price has for me here. And once I'm done with that, I'm just taking the trade, playing off that. So we have another candlestick opening, and we've hit our SL already. Tomorrow we go again, and we all took these losses. And if I could show you my trading account, you would see that on my 50K account, I had loss of $2,500. On my, sorry, am I saying? I had loss of $500 on my this thing 50 on my 50K account. On my 5K account, I had loss of 50. On my 10K account, I had loss of 100 minus $100. So on my three accounts, I had losses. We go again tomorrow, and we are here. Okay. So we are done with the meeting. I'll see you guys the next time I have a live training section meeting again. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.